Hello, everyone out there, all you wisdom walkers. This is Joja Pod coming to you with a very, very impromptu. I got to do a spiritual spill on this full moon in Capricorn tonight. So I am trying out for the first time with the app I'm using, StreamYard, to actually share my screen. So I apologize right now if my technology skills aren't up to par. Doesn't matter because like spirit's on me. Like I have to talk to you about this. So let me just start talking to you about this. Anyway, my favorite astrologer, Astro Butterfly, several days ago, I think it was probably even last week, had put out her interpretation and insights on this full moon that we're having today. And I just got to it this morning and it just like rocked my world. And what's so exciting about it is that we have been going through so much. And I know the people that I'm working with and the work that I've been doing on myself, it has been quite a time of transition. Uranus and Saturn are still duking it out, the old versus the new, giving us this big shakeup. That's what happened when, at the beginning of 2020, and we are still going through it. They are still, rocking it out. One's still in Pluto, one moved to Taurus, but they still rocking it out. So we are in this time of such an incredible, incredible transformation. Letting go of the past, letting go of the old, stepping into this new age. It's no joke. And I think if you don't have more than just a 3D understanding of what's going on, life can be really burdensome and overwhelming right now. It really can, because it seems like COVID is going away, but yet you hear it's not. Like there's a new variant, and Marvel Universe just puts out the Loki show where he's the variant. It's like all this stuff is going on. So it's a scary time. It's like, do I go? Do I stop? Do I stop? Do I go? What do I do? Do I just throw my hands up in the air and say, screw it, whatever, I don't care anymore? And no, you do not want to do that. That's the last thing you want to do. So I want to share this information with you because I think it can provide you with some more hope. So I'm going to share my screen and just share with you I pulled out some of the things that she talked about. Here it is in a nutshell. This full moon in Capricorn, which is sextiling Jupiter. And Jupiter is always about expansion and growth and newness and higher and more love and bigger. And Capricorn is about, our structures, our institutions, the economy. All of that is involved with this Capricorn energy. And it's also about, the kind of like the knowledge of how to do in the third dimensional um, place that we're in. And so it's so this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. It's what she calls more flamboyant moon in Capricorn than we've had in a long time. So I want you to be aware of this so that you can really shift up your energy and focus on being really, really happy and joyous today that we are in this. And hey, Robbie, good to see you. Sending out love. So let me share my screen now and see what we can do here and give you some more information. All righty, here we go. All right, this is going to work. Okay, I hope the screen is big enough for you to see because I can't see what you're seeing, but I'm trusting. So anyway, like she says, Cancer and Capricorn, because we're in Cancer season right now, right? We moved into the summer, the 21st. This is the Cancer. And so she's talking about, and I think it's important to know, the energetic of Cancer and the energetic of Capricorn. Okay. So as she says here, this is just the way I am, take it or leave it, says our Cancer comfort zone. Fake it till you make it, says our socially aware Capricorn ideal self. And our genes and cultural conditioning, which is born of the Cancer in our astrology chart, is only half of who we are. And the person we aim to become That's the Capricorn half. That's the ideal. That she calls it the constructed persona that guides our actions and reshapes our personality a little bit each day. Now, there's a fine balance between these two. Too much Cancer, we never grow up. We blame our early upbringing for our lack of success and direction of life. We feel vulnerable. We don't believe we can actually make it on our own. Then too much Capricorn, and we're like a mouse on a treadmill. We run and run and run and run without knowing where we're heading. We feel directionless. And even if we become successful by worldly standards, we feel unfulfilled and empty. And she said that's because we have forgotten who we are and we've come from Cancer. Our identity, early upbringing, culture of origin is not embraced or acknowledged. Really, really huge. Now, this is the big thing that blew me away because she gets it. The reason why cultural sites, statement buildings, or places of worship are the first to be destroyed during wars is done purposefully to kill the cultural identity of the nation. A person, a nation that doesn't know who they are will never know where they're headed and is easily manipulated. Wow. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm sorry, Robbie, I just saw your thing about enlarging the document. Next time I'll do that again. I'll make it. I was at 120. I can go up to 150. Anyway, so just wanted you to see that because I had to read it. But now let me talk about it because this is huge. So what is going on, folks, is that we have, as a human species, and definitely in Western culture, been doing this kind of Peter Pan thing. I don't want to grow up. And we have been, unearthing, I'll call it, more of the family wound, the core wound, the ancestral wound. And so then there is this piece, oh, I inherited that. That came through my DNA. So I guess that's just the way I am. And we'll stop, we'll get stuck. Or we may feel like, oh, well, it's my destiny to be this. And what she is really, really bringing out is no, that's half of the story. Here's the other half that you came through all of that, you went through all of that because you got a place you're going to. And that's the energetic that Capricorn is bringing us today. This is a time that despite whatever trauma, drama, rama was in your background, whatever family of origin you were born into, whatever mishap, misstep, tragedy that happened in your past, all of that now is to be stood upon to lift you up to where it is you need to go. In other words, a story of where you're going is found in that, but it ain't that. That's not it. That's only the beginning. That's like a foundation, a necessary foundation for where it is that you need to go. So this full moon in Capricorn, sextiling Jupiter, is really inviting you and supporting you in opening up to where is it I want to go? Who is it I'm feeling called to be, but maybe I'm believing I can't be that. But I'm feeling it. And so this is a time when we need to go after that. We need to explore that because this old stuff is like an anchor right now for most people. It's a burden. It's a millstone around your neck. It's holding you back from the truth of who you are. It's just one half of the story. It's not the whole story. And all you have to do is to be willing to believe that. You don't have to figure it out, but you do have to really consciously say, you know what? I am curious. JoJo's making me curious. I'm ready to learn where I'm going. See, because you already know all that past stuff. You got it. But what you don't know and what frightens you is the what's coming and the where you're headed. Yeah. Yeah. So let me share my screen again. And with Robbie's advice, I will go up to 150. And this is the second piece. Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing. Hit the wrong thing. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay. Now I understand why they say use two monitors because I can't see the comments when I'm sharing, but I'll do the best I can. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go up to 150, see if that helps. All right, here we are. So her big message about this full moon tonight that we all are experiencing is it is a reconciliation between our past and the treasures we carry and the possibilities of the future. A reconciliation. That means that we have to really, forgive and let go. You don't have to forget, but you do need to forgive and let go and move forward. She says we should never forget what we've come from. That's a Cancer piece in us. Yet, just like the bird eventually leaves the nest, we need to eventually embrace our own path. Oh my God. This is so huge, folks. It's so huge. And I'll talk about that for me personally in just a minute. Now, she says, this I really love, the Sabian symbol for the full moon in Capricorn. And Sabian symbols are, ancient symbols that have come down, passed down, and they're in astrology anyway. So the Sabian symbol for the full moon in Capricorn is, check this out, a group of people outfitting a large canoe at the start of a journey by water. Woo! Oh my God. And she says the deeper meaning of the Sabian symbol is that before we start something new, something big, we need to spend enough time with preparation. I rest my case. I rest my case. Now, important 2021 is not just a trip to the supermarket. 2021 is not business as usual. 2021 is the beginning of a long journey by water. And that's why I titled this spill Gently Down the Stream, Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And she says, so we have to be ready. We have to be well prepared. And when the large canoe will eventually reach its destination, we will know that it was all worth it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, everybody's saying hi to me. Let me show what Robbie wrote. That I love that. So cool. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Facebook user. Glad to see you. Like, so cool. So cool. Okay, so let me tell you about that piece about your own path. Let me tell you about that piece for me personally, because this is like, oh my God. So from January to May, I took on, and again, based on spirit guiding me, to do some work about learning about my past issues, I'll say, in regards to being in relationship, intimate relationship. And during this process, which was so powerful, so amazing, oh my God, I discovered that I was living the belief system of my mother and father's story of unrequited love. Can't make this stuff up. Now, yeah, I knew, okay, this happened for them, but it didn't really have anything to do with me. Wrong, because I was in my mother's womb at the time that they have their breakup and her heart is broken and and all of that. And so it was so in my cells to be walking out of this agreement to carry their story as if it were my own, that in my experience in relationships, not only was it about I can never have it, it was deeper than that, folks. It was, if I have it, I'll be punished. Just as an example of how we can be so tethered, so anchored into a past that's not even our own. That didn't happen to me. It happened to my mom and daddy, right? But it became my story. And so I had to do work on myself, do my self mastery work, walk that wisdom walk to be able to realize, oh, that's in the past. I can open up to something new. And the opening up to something new is a big challenge because, like I said, you go into this fear place because, see, I know that unrequited love story. I know that. I got songs, I got movies, I got diaries full of it. I'm an expert on unrequited love. Okay. What I'm not an expert on, and what I'm now open to learning, is how to have a happy, fulfilling, loving, physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual relationship with my beloved. Yeah, yeah. But we don't get to that by holding on to what it is that we're living out of unconsciously. And so back to this full moon. This full moon and everything we've been going through since January 2020. So all of what COVID has brought to us, all of what, these incredible cosmological changes in the universe are doing to us. It is to get us to know the difference between the Cancer part of our experience and focus now on the Capricorn. Yeah, yeah. And, moving into that comes out of a willingness to accept those places and spaces in your life, whether, like me, it's a relationship stuff, it may be in job, it may be in existing relationships. You want them to be more loving, more fulfilling. It may be in your financial situation. Um, it may be just in terms of how you feel about yourself. Like you may find yourself always judging yourself, always criticizing yourself. You know, wherever it is that there is a dissonance, an imbalance, a disharmony about your life, okay, it's time to move forward. And so you have to first accept there's this dissonance, and then you open up to, okay, God, okay, universe, help me, help me, help me be able, be able to accept all of what it is that I need in order to move forward. So I'm going to close this out with a prayer. It's prayer time. That, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, because this is the only way. When I read this, I was just like, oh my God, this is so important, so powerful. And I love Astro Butterfly because she gets it. She gets it. And that piece that she said about, during war, this is the way you conquer a people. You get rid of their cultural reminders, their cultural artifacts. And for me, as a Black woman in America, that was the experience of my ancestors during slavery. It's also been the experience of Africans that are part of the diaspora that left out of Africa, as well as Africans who stayed in Africa, where they were in schools, colonial schools, and not allowed to speak their language. Native Americans went through that, of course, and then so many other people who maybe they've forgotten it from their history of Europe or of Asia. But everybody has been through this, where your culture has been snatched from you. And like she says, when you don't know where you came from, it really is impossible to know where you're headed. And if you focus too much on the past, you're always going to have an excuse for why you can't be successful, why you can't be happy, why you can't be fulfilled and have what you need, have those happy endings in life. But if you focus too much on just the Capricorn, and a great example in the news of this, like she says, you won't be fulfilled. That chasing after the money as if it will make you happy. The creator of the security system for one of the initial security systems for computers, and I'm blocking on the name of it. I forget. I wish I could pull it up on my thing right now because you would know who I'm talking about. Whenever you buy a computer, this was always part of, oh, this is going to be your security system, and you just opened it up and you played it. Let me see. I think I'm going to try. I think I can find it. Let's see. I can see it in my updates from yesterday. Maybe not. Maybe not. Wait, maybe it's in here. Let me see. Where would it be? because I want to remember the name of it, but I gotta give you the name of it because otherwise the story's not gonna make sense. So hold on. I know there's one more place I need to look and I will find it. I'm going. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. McAfee. McAfee. MC capital AFEE. John McAfee, the creator of this that every computer had. I remember when, computers go to personal computers. This was one of the things that always came with your computer. You always had a choice or it was on there to protect your computer. So every computer, just imagine that in the world would have this. John McAfee, you can imagine rolling in the dough, rolling in millions of dollars, found dead in a Spanish prison cell. And you know why? Because he was set to go back to the US to stand trial for what? Federal tax evasion. How do you have that amount of money and not want to pay taxes? I don't understand that, but I do understand it around that piece of the Capricorn is going to save me. Focusing only on the Capricorn, not taking care of his Cancer core wounds, right? He didn't do that work. And look at what happened to him. And he ain't alone. There's a lot of folks out there that have a lot of money. We call them successful. Mm-mm. They are suffering. They are suffering because they're not fulfilled. And the money isn't enough to fulfill them. And they don't even know where to begin. So those of you who are doing your work, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, this is like, yeah. Hey, Magella. Um, yeah, this is deep. This is some deep stuff. So again, the message is we have to get a balance. We have to know what the past is. We know those core wounds, clean them out, you know, then move it as a foundation and then start building and moving toward that Capricorn, which we're getting the energy for today. Okay. And so those of us who have done our work or doing our work, you're going to be in that boat gently down the stream, floating down the stream. And you might be afraid that, oh, a waterfall is going to come or the rapids are going to get me. No, let me tell you something. That's in the past. If you've been working on your core wound and you cracked open some codes and you looked at the stuff and you've been working on it, you will never have to go through those kinds of rapids again, ever in this lifetime. I promise you, never again. If you've gone down the waterfall, you'll never have to go down it again. See? Now, so now you can gently row your boat down the stream. Other people are going to get there. So don't worry about them. Like, not everybody's supposed to be rolling down the stream right now, but enough of us are. And this energy is really, really going to move us. It's going to take us to where we need to be. Because here's the big thing, folks. The other big message about the age of Aquarius is that we're moving from an I to a we, meaning I have to consider other people. That's why this whole thing around diversity, equity, and inclusion is so important. We can no longer exclude people and treat people like they're disposable. So we're moving toward this we. And so you have to get to that Capricorn place of who you are, with the foundation of the Cancer. Like, I get that all happened. I get why it happened. I'm mining the treasure in it. I'm mining in the treasure in it right now. And in mining that treasure, I'm going to be able to get fulfilled, to have those happy endings and not end up in a Spanish prison cell waiting to be extradited because I can't pay taxes. Yeah, we don't need to go there, folks. We don't need to go there. So anyway, Spirit just got me. Spirit has got me. I can't tell you, like right now, I am just, I'm buzzing. I'm going to check my blood pressure after this because I know it's going to be off the charts. I'm just like, I'm telling you, this energy is like, they want us to get this. They want us to get this. We have to really understand. So let me go right into the prayer, And Magella, thank you for that post. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Whew. Creator, Mother, Father, God, Source, all the one, all that is, we thank you. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for your blessing and your mercy in our lives and for yet another opportunity to open up to receive these messages to help us navigate gently down the stream. And Creator, we know that we have a fear of moving out of the past and into the future. We know we have a fear of not knowing. We want to know. We want our control dramas to be the way that we get to our happy endings. But that's not how the universe works. And so today, right here, right now, with this energy of the full moon in Capricorn, sextiling Jupiter, we are opening ourselves up to be willing to step gently into this canoe and to start our journey into the future, into the more of who we are, into the embracing of our authentic self. And if we get waved at or called to by all the past pain body stuff, all the core wound stuff, all the stuff that at one point was comfort, it made us feel like, okay, this is who I am, like me with unrequited love. But we can just look at that and wave to it from our boats and say, thank you so much. But I'm going to a new place now. And so, Creator, we know that we can't do this alone. So, of course, we're calling on our ancestors, our spirit guides, our loving entities to wrap themselves around us, to be the true voices in our head, to be the way showers as we put one paddle onto the water and another paddle onto the water and allow ourselves to move forward. So, give us the courage, the strength, the openness, the willingness, the vulnerability, the trust, the faith and the love to say yes, yes, yes on this full moon day and night to really allow ourselves to receive your blessings of moving forward into the more of who we are and to live in the we paradigm and let go of the I paradigm and to really, really embrace and trust that we are here for purpose, highest purpose on this planet to be more than what we could even imagine. And Creator, whew, I thank you so much for enabling me to be this vessel in this channel for this information at this time. And as always, I thank you for all of this in the name of all that is holy. I speak the name of the Yeshua and the Mary Magdalene in honor of divine feminine, sacred masculine, so tethered to the earth plane at this time. And I say, Amen. Ashe Ahoasai, Shinka Bismillah, and so it is. Whew. Well, what can I say? I have no more to say except Astro Butterfly. Her website is www.astrobutterfly.com. It is the in her blog, and you pull that down and you will see it right there at the top. This was the most recent offering that she gave. And God bless her for her beautiful channeling and for this beautiful message that she has given. To all of you, I wish you wellness, happiness, joy, love, prosperity, everything that you need to stay the course and row your boat gently down the stream. Thank you so much for listening. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye for now.